guys, welcome back to Recipe channel, your connections to China. Well, in today's episode, we are going to have a side-by-side comparison between these two phones. As you all know, iPhone 13 Pro Max is a high-end phone, whereas the Oppo Reno 7 is shall we say, a mid-range phone. In this video, we are going to find out how this mid-range phone matches with the high-end iPhone 13 Pro Max. But first, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Come on.
Alright guys, so here we are looking at these two boxes of the Reno 7 and the iPhone 13 Pro Max. So we can see the comparisons. It's quite different, right? The Pro Max is very tiny or smaller compared to the Reno 7, right? As we all know, the iPhone has only the USB lightning cable, so it doesn't have any charger. While as the Reno 7 has the jelly case here, okay, it comes for free, and it also has this charger and the USB Type-C cable. Okay, let's begin comparing these two phones side by side, guys. So these are the home screen that I've set up. So this is their display. You can see that the Pro Max is slightly bigger than the Reno 7. Okay, let's take a look at the right side of these phones. So on the right side are the power buttons. So both of these phones have, kind of identical to each other. So the power button of the Reno 7 is located here, as well as the iPhone Pro Max is on this side as well. So let's go to the top view. The iPhone Pro Max is all plain, nothing. But the Reno 7 has a microphone, secondary microphone located at the top. Located at the top. Okay. Now let's go to the left side of the phone. So here we can see some little differences. So we can see that the iPhone 13 Pro Max has its mute button here, the silent switch or mute switch, and the volume button up and the volume button down. The Reno 7 has only the volume button on this side. The iPhone 13 Pro Max has its SIM card tray located on this side as well. Okay. Now let's go to the bottom of these phones. So this is the iPhone 13 Pro Max. So we can see that it has the speaker here and lightning cable port and the microphone. Okay. While the Reno 7 has its SIM card tray or slot located on this side, the USB Type-C port here, and the speaker. Okay. All right. Let's go to the front side of these phones. So the front camera of Reno 7 is situated on the left side, on the corner there, whereas the screen size is 6.7 inches and the screen resolution is 1284 by 2778 pixels. This phone, guys, has a protection of scratch resistant ceramic glass. Okay, so it's scratch free. Yeah, I try to scratch it. Okay, so it's scratch free. And it has an oleophobic coating and wide color gamut and true tone. Okay, whereas the Reno 7, the display type of the Reno 7 is an AMOLED, and it has a 90 Hz, 430 nits, up to 600 nits HDR. The screen size, guys, is 6.43 inches, and the screen resolution is 1080 by 2400 pixels. And it has a protection of Corning Gorilla Glass 5. But the back, I don't think this is a Corning Gorilla Glass 5. I'm not so sure. Okay, but it's kind of cool, the color, guys. Look at that. Now, let's head off to their platform. So the iPhone 13 Pro Max, the OS is, of course, the well-known iOS 15. And it's upgradable to iOS 15.2. Okay, the chipset is an Apple A15 Bionic. And the CPU is a hexa-core 2 by 3.22 gigahertz, an Avalanche Plus 4 by X.X gigahertz called Blizzard. It has a GPU of Apple, which has 5-core graphics. Whereas the Reno 7, the OS is an Android 11, Color OS 12. The chipset is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 778G 5G. It has a CPU of an octa-core 4 by 2.4 GHz, a Cryo 670, and 4 by 1.9 GHz of Cryo 7 or 670. The GPU is an Adreno 642L. Let's take a look at the memory of these phones. The available internal storage of the iPhone 13 Pro Max begins at 128 GB, 256 GB, and 512 GB, and 1 TB of storage. The RAM available for this phone is all in 6 GB of RAM. While the Reno 7, guys, the available internal memory or storage for this phone is from 128 GB and 256 GB only. And the RAM available is from 8 GB to 12 GB of RAM. Let's talk about the camera of these phones. The iPhone 13 Pro Max has a quad camera. Okay, so there are 4 cameras in here. So all of these cameras are 12 megapixels. The main camera has 12 megapixel. So yeah, it has dual pixel PDAF sensor shift OIS. And the telemacro or macro camera has a 12 megapixel as well. It also has a PDAF OIS, 3 times optical zoom. And it also features an ultra-wide lens or camera at 12 megapixel. It has PDAF2 or PDAF. And a TOF 3D LIDAR scanner or the depth. And it features also a dual LED, dual tone flash, an HDR photo panorama. The video can record from 4K at 24 by 30 by 60 frames per second and 1080p at 30 by 60 by 120 to 240 frames per second. And it also has 10-bit HDR, Dolby Vision HDR up to 60 frames per second. It has a ProRes, a cinematic mode, and stereo sound recording. Let's head up to the Reno 7. So the Reno 7, guys, has a triple camera, 1, 2, 3. So the main camera, guys, has 64 megapixel. Okay, it also features a PDAF. And the ultra-wide camera, guys, has 8 megapixel. And the macro camera has 2 megapixel. It also features an LED flash, HDR, and panorama. The video mode can record at can record 4K at 30 frames per second, 1080p at 30 by 60 by 120 frames per second. It features a gyro EIS. The iPhone 13 Pro Max features dual camera in front of the phone. Okay, so the first one, the main camera, is a 12 megapixel. It's a wide lens, and it features an SL3D depth biometric sensor camera, which is located here in front. It also features an HDR, the video recording of this selfie camera. It can record at 4K. It can record 4K video at 24 by 25 by 30 to 60 frames per second, and you can also record it at 1080p at 30 by 60 by 120 frames per second. It features a gyro EIS. Whereas the Reno 7, guys, it has a single front camera, which is located here, over here, guys. Yep. And the selfie camera, guys, of the Reno 7 has 32 megapixel. It features panorama, and it can record a video of 1080p at 30 frames per second. It also features a gyro EIS. Now, let's move on, guys, to the sound, the speakers, the loudspeakers of these phones. As you may have known, guys, the iPhone 13 Pro Max has dual or two-way speakers, one at the bottom here and at the top over here. Whereas the Reno 7, it only has a one-way speaker, which is located at the bottom of the phone over here. So anyway, let's move on, guys, to their special features and sensors, okay? So guys, the iPhone 13 Pro Max features Face ID, just like this. Hang on. So the iPhone 13 Pro Max features Face ID, accelerometer, a gyro, proximity, compass, barometer, Siri, natural language commands and dictation, and ultra wideband support, or UWB support. Whereas the Reno 7, guys, the Reno 7 features some special sensors as well. It features a fingerprint under display optical, which is here located, just like that. It also has an accelerometer, a gyro, proximity, and a compass. Now let's feature their battery. So the iPhone 13 Pro Max, the type of battery is a Li-on. It has 4,352 milliamp battery. It has fast charging capability, but it has only 27 watts. MagSafe wireless charging, 15 watts only, and a QI magnetic fast wireless charging at 7.5 watts, so it's a little slower if you charge it wirelessly, okay? Anyway, let's move on to the Reno 7. The Reno 7, guys, its battery is a LiPo type, which has 4,500 milliamp, and it features a 60 watt
Let's try testing their sound quality. Let's see how good their speakers are. Let's set up their volume at its fullest. Okay. Now, let's begin with Reno 7. Okay guys, we are here now outside and we're trying the front or selfie camera of these phones. Let's make a 330-degree angle. Today's weather, guys, is kind of gloomy and overcast, so yeah, I'm in the park now to test out this and compare these two phones side by side using the selfie camera. It's a little raining today.